Just caught a little bit of the news, and Laura Ingraham is shooting her mouth off saying, we've got a banana republic country because Trump got convicted on 34 counts. Huh? I'll tell you something that I was thinking about. I don't know if what Trump did by falsifying those records helped get him elected, but I'm glad he got elected. As bad as he was, could you imagine what this country would look like now if Hillary Clinton would have won? Huh? I mean, Trump did an awful lot of damage with warp speed, with shutting down the economy, with a whole lot of other stupid things that he did. But I think Hillary would have made it a whole lot worse. And what's really frightening now is, you've heard me say this, who are you going to go to? Who are you going to vote for? A lot of people are going to get turned off in the fact that Trump just got convicted on 34 counts of falsifying business records. And as I had said, what will probably happen is they will appeal it, and the appeal will drag on beyond the November election. And if brain dead hairplug Joe Biden is the Democratic nominee, which I can't imagine that he will be, but let's assume that he is, and Trump gets reelected, Trump will simply pardon himself. And I stated this earlier, it's really wrong that presidents have that kind of power, because what they're doing is they're slapping the jurors right in the face. Obama did it, they all do it. Matter of fact, Trump did it. Trump pardoned Jared Kushner's father. You know what Jared Kushner's father did? Huh? He hired a prostitute to screw his brother-in-law. And then he showed the video that was made of his brother-in-law screwing a prostitute. And he got sent to prison. And Donald Trump pardoned him because he's Jared Kushner's father. They all do it. And they shouldn't have that kind of power. If a jury comes down with a sentence or conviction, and a judge comes out with a sentence, it shouldn't just be thrown into the wind because some jokester becomes president. They also need to take a look at this idiotic law that was changed by that crack smoker with the pockmarks on his face. Presidents used to be receiving Secret Service for 10 years, which is also insane. And Barack Obama changed it back to the way it was for Hillary and Bill. They were the last ones to have it for life. And now they all have it for life, which is completely crazy. That's hundreds of millions of dollars that are squandered unnecessarily. Who gives a shit about an ex-president? No one's going to care. They don't care about them. I don't. And you don't. There's nothing we can do about all the crimes that Obama committed. That's probably one of the reasons that he changed it back to life, because he knew he was a fucking crook. And this whole thing with Fox News now supporting Trump and saying what happened was wrong, his conviction should never have happened. This guy, Jonathan Turley, always smiling when they say his name. Jonathan Turley. He was also ranting and raving about how he thought it was so wrong that Trump was convicted. What I'm looking forward is all the Truth Social rants that Trump's going to be pounding out on his computer this evening. He's no longer being gagged. And personally, I think a lot of what he did with those Truth Social articles that he wrote and the way he conducted himself during the court proceedings probably helped the jury convict him. Like I said, can you imagine if Hillary would have been elected president? Huh? Things a joke. Joe Biden's brain dead. Trump's totally worthless. There's no one to vote for. There is no one to vote for. Now, because of the conviction, it's possible that the Democrats feel confident enough that they're going to get enough votes for Bring the Hair Plug Joe, so they don't need to bring in Big Mike. I guess we'll see, won't we? There'll be no link attached. Pass it along, and thanks for listening.